Good day, everyone, and welcome to our virtual seminar this morning. But before we proceed on that, let's first have our opening prayer, and please stand by for our Philippine National.
Find rest, my soul, in Christ alone. Know His power in quietness and trust. When the oceans rise and thunders roar, I will soar with you above the storm. Father, you are King over the flood, and I will be still, know you are God. When the oceans rise and thunders roar, I will soar with you above the storm. Father, you are King over the flood. I will be still, know you are God.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
day, everyone. I am Therese Edwin A. Vicoy, a third-year agriculture student from Foundation University, and I am your speaker for today's seminar. I am here to talk about farm automation, automatic poultry feeder for broiler production. So first and foremost, we will talk about what is farm automation. So this is a technology that makes farm more efficient and automates the crop or livestock production cycle. It is also often associated to smart farming. So this is a process wherein there is an efficient work to be done, and at the same time agricultural production will eventually increases. And through these automations, farmers can be able to provide the needs of the people within a community. So nowadays, agriculture has been one of the most important economic activities in the world. Around the world, agriculture activity can provide fiber, food, fuel, and to support humans' life. However, the population of humans in this world have eventually increases that close to 8 billion in the year 2020. So this means that the competitions between humans that crave for the same amount of natural resources will also increase. That is why agricultural automation is very important both in crops and livestock. So these are just some examples of advanced technologies in agriculture. So this is for crop production, wherein you can see tractors, drones that are helpful in order to make their work easily. So the next slide would be an animal production, wherein you can see milking machine, feeder system, and drinking system. But those are just some of the advanced automation that agriculture have, because we all know that today's generation and today's advancement of technologies, there are lots of ways that we can come up of different technologies to be able to make our life more efficient. So the advantages of farm automation is first is the higher production rates. So with automation technology, produce reaches consumers faster, fresher, and more sustainable. Increase in productivity from automation increases the yield and rate of production, therefore reducing cost for consumers. So second is increased in productivity. So increase in productivity means greater output from the same amount of input. From broad perspective, increased productivity means increases the power of an economy through driving economic growth and satisfying more human needs with the same resources. The next would be more efficient use of materials. This means that producing the same end result with reduced amounts or lower grades of raw materials. Next would be better product quality. So because we all know that consumers always come back with product that in good or better quality even though the price is high, because when consumers find a product they trust, they return. They make repeat purchases and recommend the product or service to others. So next is improved safety. This means that being safe and free from occurrence or risk of injury. Because when we use farm automation, people are less in danger from pesticide and other chemicals, because robots are the ones who are in control in the production. So aside from advantages, farm automation also has its disadvantages. So first would be farm automation are costly. Yes, of course, because you have to risk a large amount in order to run a farm or food production. But through this automation, we can gain opportunity to cut costs and improve efficiency. This provides an opportunity to allocate time differently, spending less time on repetitive tasks and more time in improving industry. So next would be labor employed should be skilled in technology. Of course, you cannot run a machine when you are not expert in it. So you have to hire a person that is into technologies and is expert in running your desired automation. Because when you hire the person who is not expert in it, of course, there will be a possibility that your machine will be broken. So lastly is the complexity of your farm will somehow increases also. So, the use of automation has been on a steady rise in the farming industry. More and more farmers are incorporating automation devices into their daily tasks to make their job easier, more efficient, and to increase the amount of output they get from the labor. Yes, it is because the modern technology is making possible for farmers to spend less time on farm and to spend more time with their loved ones. So one of the farm automation is the poultry feeding system. So there are 4 common poultry feeding system. First is the chain feeding system. This has an equal access to the same feed. It evenly distribute feed with low stress to the birds or to the chicken, which results to healthier chickens, more uniform bird size, and as well as financial saving from less wasted feed. This feeding system is designed for easy maintenance, and at the same time this save cost of service personnel. So this is the chain feeding system. So next is the pan feeding system. This pan feeding system is a unique pan feeding system is designed as simply and functionally as possible in order to ease the work of the poultry producer. So the system also provides the possibility of bringing all pans on a feed into the line into cleaning position by one single operation only, or what we call the central rotation of the pipe, which simultaneously closes all outlets. So this pan must not be disassembled for cleaning. So next is, or this is the outline or the structure of the pan feeding system. So the second one is the trolley feeding system. The trolley feeding system machine for poultry farming consists of a walking power output system, a walking system, and a blanking power system, a material amount adjusting system, and a power distributing system. So the chickens can eat feed by the feed through that equipped with layer battery cage or baby cage battery system. With this feeding system, this lowers the cost on labor and save unnecessary manpower. So this is the sample picture of a trolley feeding system. So next would be a manual feeder barrel. So these are mostly used for baby chickens, and at the same time it is easy to clean and maintain. So this is a poultry feeder barrel that adopts tower design, wherein the tray and the barrel body are nested together. So this feeding system are usually used to small scale of poultry production. So if you are planning to have a small scale poultry production, you are advised to use the manual feeder barrel. So this is an example of a manual feeder barrel. So, the importance of feeding system is this can help farmers reduce labor, of course, and cost at the same time, saves their time, and improves the poultry's management efficiency. And at the same time, it is easy and convenient also. So, this means that we we have less cost of salaries of employees. So the common used system for broilers is the pan feeding system. So pan feeding system allows a large number of animals to feed in a shorter time so that each gets its proportion of the allotted feed for the day. So the goal of this is to have an equal opportunity to eat an equal amount of feed. So even though this feeding system is costly, in a short period of time, your food production will increase and eventually the money that you have risked with this feeder will also eventually double in a short time. So this is a pan feeding system. So a pan feeding system allows an animal to be fed in a shorter time so that each one gets its proportion of the allotted feed for that day. So as I said earlier, that the goal of this system is to have an equal opportunity to eat an equal amount of feed. So we cannot have or we cannot attain the profit that we wanted or we have planned if we will not take risk. Because in business, risking is the most important part. And this automatic poultry feeder, especially the pan feeding system, would be a better idea to improve your poultry production. So which is, this pan feeding system is intended for broiler production. So if you're planning to have a broiler production, poultry production, you are advised to use the pan feeding system. The profit that you have dreamed of and you have planned will surely be achieved. So if you have any questions or clarification about my topic, so if you are interested in poultry production and making your poultry production more efficient and more easier, so you can contact me on my mobile number or email me in my email account or message me in my Facebook or Messenger. So thank you very much and good morning.